Hello, I'm DJ92,
I'm Xanderland.
and welcome to another commentary. Today is February 3rd, 2025, and we're actually going to do another recording for Unfortunate Events, released in 2004. We did this last year, but
Yeah, the audio wasn't the greatest on my end.
so we're going to do a re-recording of Unfortunate Events, and maybe give you additional information as well. Consider this as a 2025 edition, right?
Yeah, a sequel.
Yeah. So, if you have the DVD or Blu-ray, please be sure to sync up or just listen to us talk.
That works too.
Yeah. So in 3, 2, 1.
Boom.
So, we're about to play in just a moment. The animation.
It's so cool. I have to talk about the DVD menu really briefly. I think it's really awesome. Whoever designed it is like brilliant.
Yeah.
Because it's like a animation, but it looks like the book's art style.
Right. Yeah, we're still going through like those warnings and MPAA stuff, format stuff.
Just the DVD.
Yeah.
Mumbo jumbo. Oh yeah, this opens with the littlest elf, the fake intro.
Yes, the stop motion. Yeah.
Apparently, back in I think December when this was released, people in the theater thought they were in the wrong film, so they left.
That's so funny.
And then it cut to the real one.
Yeah.
Because it looks like a baby film, like a children's movie, and then Lemony Snicket comes in.
Yeah. So this movie was produced by Paramount, DreamWorks,
Nickelodeon. Too. Yeah. Okay. All three of them.
All three of them. Yeah. And it's like with Yours, Mine, and Ours, the 2005 film. They use multiple studios involved.
Really? I haven't seen that. I've only heard of it.
Like, in that movie, it was produced by Columbia Pictures, MGM, Nickelodeon, Paramount. That's like 4 different logos.
Jeez.
But this one only had like 3 logos.
Right. And then here it is, the silly intro. I think this is stop motion. I'm pretty sure this is stop motion.
Yeah, it looks kind of like stop motion.
And this is a reference to the books. I'm not sure exactly which book, but I know it's in that universe.
Mm.
And it's meant to be like a kid's movie.
Yeah.
It's like kind of creepy. Like, it's a little weird.
Yeah, I wonder if they still have those props.
I mean, this movie's pretty old at this point. Maybe someone has it. Like some of the props. This is 21 years old.
Yep.
It's kind of crazy. I watched this really young. I was like 7 or 8, and I just loved it for some reason. I think it's the art style, like the whole art, the direction. It's the whole look of it. I'm a big fan. You know what's interesting? Tim Burton almost directed this. Like, he was really close to doing it, and then he just left the project. Because it looks like a Tim Burton movie.
Right. Yeah, it does, kind of. So the narrator talking here, I believe that was Lemony Snicket himself, right?
Right, but he's played by Jude Law in this version, and he's British. I feel like if you're reading the books, you probably imagine like a British man, kind of. But yeah, that's him.
Here he is.
I like the way he kind of narrates, like he kind of back and forth jumps between the different scenes. Like he'll cut in at certain points. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
And I have to mention the show. I do really like the show, but it's a long watch. I don't know. I do like it a lot. There's a lot of good stuff to it. Yeah. But this movie, there's something about this movie I love. I don't know. I think it's like the cast and just the way it looks. And it's kind of depressing, but it has a lot of comedy because of Jim Carrey.
Yes, Jim Carrey's the funniest actor.
I agree. Yeah, he's like one of the best actors because he can just like do anything, like drama or comedy or like serious roles.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're getting introduced to the Baudelaire children.
The kids. Klaus which is this guy here, and
Mm-hmm.
the other two girls' name
Sunny,
Sunny,
That's
which is her,
Sunny.
which is her right there,
and then Violet.
and Violet,
She's the oldest.
oldest.
Apparently, these kids weren't in too many movies after.
Yeah. Oh, that is so cute. She likes to buy everything.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, at least in the books, that she likes to bite everything.
She's like a biter. She's like a little baby.
I wonder how these kids are doing nowadays.
I believe Emily Browning is 30 now. I think, and then Liam Aiken, he might be near the same because I think they're around 15, 16, 14.
Yeah,
when
probably.
This was filmed.
Yeah.
Here's
I mean, like,
Mr. Puff.
I don't know what other movies they were in.
I know Emily Browning was in Sucker Punch, which is like I think it's like a comedy, like a superhero comedy, I think.
Not Marvel
No.
superhero, but
I don't know Liam Aiken very well. He might have done Broadway
Hmm.
stuff, like theater plays maybe. And here's Mr. Poe.
who's he played by?
Timothy Spall.
Oh, Timothy Spall. He voiced one of the rats in Chicken Run back in 2000,
Oh,
and he was also in Enchanted.
right.
which
That's
came out-
Nathaniel.
Yeah, Nathaniel. He came which that movie came out in 2007, which is 3 years after this movie.
That's true. Another great movie.
Yeah.
He also was in Harry Potter. He's in Goblet of Fire, Prisoner of Azkaban, and Deathly... No, he was... I think he was supposed to be in Deathly Hallows, but they just didn't have a part for him.
Yeah.
But he's great. And this is their burned mansion.
Yeah, that is just so sad.
Yeah. And then it gets even sadder because this deranged maniac is after their money. He's following them.
Yeah.
So I didn't know the books. Like, I only watched the movie. Like, there was no show. There was... I only knew this movie. So I thought it was original. And, obviously it's not because it's based on the books. But at the time, I remember loving it. And I was wondering if there would be a sequel, and there never was.
Yeah.
Sadly, because Nickelodeon and Paramount were wanting to move forward, and the cast were wanting to do it, but they just waited too long.
Yeah.
And the movie didn't make enough money. I think it was made for $140 million, and it only made like $215 million.
Yeah.
So
But what's even weirder is that, I mean, the fact that that Nickelodeon was involved. There's not even a show based around it.
right.
Based around this fortunate events.
Well, Netflix made their
Oh
show.
yeah, Netflix. But I mean, like in terms of Nickelodeon.
Right. You would think there would be one.
Yeah, normally when you have Nickelodeon's like TV shows, there's normally sometimes there's a movie based on it, but it looks like this one did not have a show before this one.
I mean, I'm guessing if the movie did really well, they might have either done more sequels or they would have done a show.
Yeah.
But it only made $215 million, so it didn't do that well.
Yeah.
And it didn't help that Goblet of Fire came out the same year.
Yeah.
Which is Harry Potter, and that's like really popular.
Yeah.
Actually, I wonder. A movie that I just saw recently for the first time was Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. That's also with Jim Carrey, and that also came out this year.
Oh,
So
so
that-
2025?
2004. Sorry.
2004. Sorry.
No, it's okay. But that also has Jim Carrey. I think that people wanted to see that more than this.
Mm.
Here's another great actor, Catherine O'Hara, who plays Justice Strauss in this one. She's actually the only cast member to come from this movie to be in the show.
Oh.
So she's in the show too.
Oh yeah.
But she plays Count Olaf's ex, or Dr. Orwell.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
Catherine. Oh, that name sounds familiar.
She's been in a lot of stuff. She's been in Beetlejuice, Home Alone 1 and 2. She's been in Schitt's Creek. Let's see.
What did she do any voice work?
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh yeah,
She was
I figured.
Sally.
I figured, yeah, because she voiced Sally in that
Mm-hmm.
movie.
And apparently she was in The Wild Robot.
Oh.
Hmm.
And that's a recent movie that came out
Right.
in 2024 or 2025, whichever
Right.
year it was.
I think 2024. Yeah. Oh, she was in Monster House. That's right.
Oh yeah, starring Mitchell Musso, who played
DJ.
DJ. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. The best character.
Yes. Jim Carrey as Olaf.
Yep. And we don't even see him yet. He's just like a shadow.
Yeah. So the trailer advertises the movie as starring Jim Carrey, and Jim Carrey. All characters shown are just the same character in different disguises.
Right. That trailer is so good. That's like one of my favorite trailers.
Yeah. The first time I saw this movie, it was not in theaters. I remember seeing it. I remember seeing the trailers for it, and then I didn't see it until the DVD came out. I watched it in 2005.
Nice. I probably saw it around 2006 or 7. But yeah, this scene... I think a lot of the scenes that Olaf is in, all of his lines are pretty much like improv.
Yeah,
it's all just him making it up.
Yeah, improv and... what's the other word I'm looking for? Ad-lib?
Yeah, ad-lib. Yep. Like this... There's a really great scene coming up where he just ad-libbed the entire thing. I'll let you know. It's really cool. There's the eye again. There's eyes everywhere. Look,
Yep.
it's on the wall.
Eyes and everywhere. It's on everything.
Yeah, I love the sets in this. They're so, like, different.
Yeah.
It's kind of realistic, but also kind of cartoony.
I wonder how long he had those markings on his hand for.
Yeah, same. I think the makeup for Count Olaf took 3 hours to apply.
Yeah. He's like, why are you touching me?
And there's a funny gag when all throughout the film whenever Count Olaf sees Sunny, he just calls her a monkey. It's so...
I don't speak monkey, yeah.
Someone's been to Crazy Town. Oh, here it is. This is all improv. Like, he forgot his line.
Oh, yeah.
Wait for it, wait. Here it is, right here.
How?
He says, wait, give me that line. Do it again.
Oh, so that was a real life.
Yeah, he
thing.
just told the director to
And
keep rolling.
what was Klaus really confused there?
Yeah, that's a real reaction.
That was a real Aiken? No.
Liam Aiken.
Liam Aiken. That's Liam's real like confusion there.
Yeah, because they're like, wait, this scene is supposed to be like this. So yeah, that was all him on the spot.
Yeah.
And it works because Count Olaf is an actor.
Yeah.
Like a failed stage actor. You should be ashamed of yourself. The idea. Oh, what about a song for the fortune? I mean, the kids.
The kid. Yeah.
This is one of my favorite lines too. He's like, what I mean is, you look good, healthy, I mean. Do you work out? I love his voice.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
Yeah.
And I think Carrie's making... I think he's Canadian, so he's technically doing a Newfoundlander accent.
He's Canadian?
Yeah.
Okay.
Although, I don't know. It's like an American accent, but not. It's hard to tell. I realize that my humble abode isn't as fancy as the Boulard mansion.
Yeah.
But I'm coming into a great deal of money soon. And I think it'll be quite charming when it's finished. Shall we take a look?
That expression.
That house looks terrible, but also kind of like cool.
It's like Victorian or something.
Yeah, it's very Tim Burton-y.
Yeah. Yeah, Tim Burton had like in his movies they have like interesting like style like designs of houses and sets and stuff.
Right. I believe Tim Burton made a lot of these, like, they based all these sets off of his drawings or his concepts, so that's probably why it looks like a Tim Burton movie.
Yeah.
Even the costumes are like so gothic.
Right.
And Rick Heinrichs, I don't know if you know him. He works with Tim Burton a lot on his movies, so it explains why it looks similar.
Yeah.
And it's kind of interesting. In the first half of this film, Count Olaf is kind of silly, like he's pretty kind of annoying.
Yeah.
But then at a certain point, he gets pretty evil. He's just kind of goofy.
Yeah.
I think after the train attack scene, then he gets pretty nasty. Oh boy.
That's a very long dress she has.
Apparently. Ooh.
They're like 13, 14 stuff to do.
Right. That seems like a lot for them to have to, like, clean all these dishes.
Yeah, apparently Olaf is intentionally made a mess so just to give them work.
Apparently. Yeah, he's just kind of a bastard. But it's fun to watch him.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the acting troupe. They don't really get that much to do, sadly, but there's a lot of good actors that are in the troupe.
Yeah. I think the guy, I don't know his name.
I forgot the hook hand man. Let's see. He's British, I know that. There's like a mix of British actors and American ones.
Yeah.
Let's see the cast. Okay, so Jamie Harris is the hook hand man, him.
Oh, that's cool. Do you know what movies he was in before this or after this?
I do not.
And there's so much bugs and rodents.
Right, shoes? Why are there shoes in a box?
Why is there noodles in the... I mean, they look like noodles.
They are. I love this. There's so many deleted scenes of him just, like, entertaining the troupe, and it's so dumb.
Yeah, I think there were also, like, outtakes. Like in one scene, I don't know if it's too early to say this, but there was one scene where Sonny like falls asleep in one of the outtakes.
Oh yeah, you're right.
It's kind of cute.
She is very adorable. She was actually played by twins in this.
It's twins, nice.
Kara and Shelby Hoffman.
It makes me wonder how they're doing these days.
I'm assuming they're doing something.
Yeah, because sometimes these child actors, like back in the early 2000s or late 2000s, you don't hear them as much.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of great actors in that troupe. Luis Guzman is the bald man. I'm trying to think of what he was in. Oh yeah, he's in Wednesday.
Who is?
Luis Guzman.
Oh, Luis Guzman. Okay.
He's a big actor from, I think, the 90s. He's been around for a bit.
Yeah.
And then Jane Addams is one of the white-faced women.
Yeah.
And Craig Ferguson is the person of indeterminable gender.
Right.
I don't think he's in this scene.
Mm.
If he is, he's asleep. And then there's one more. Jennifer Coolidge as another woman of the troupe. She's probably the one of the more recognizable in this film. She's been in a lot of stuff like Mean Girls and Gentlemen Broncos.
I think there was also another scene. I don't know if that was a deleted scene, but there was a scene where supposedly around here that's when when Count Olaf notices there's no like meat or something,
Oh
and
yeah.
that was just
He gets on the table and starts like jump.
kicking the dishes off,
Right.
and everyone I think they applaud him.
Right. That would have been a good scene for them to include, I think.
Yeah.
He's trying to show off in front of these guys. It's working. Apparently in the theater there was some parents that like gasped when he hit Klaus in the face.
Oh, oh, not really?
Yeah, apparently, because they didn't expect it. It happens in the book too. So apparently Jim Carrey shaved his head for Count Olaf.
I thought maybe he was, I thought maybe he was wearing like a wig or something, but
Kind of. It's more prosthetics. I think just the gray hair and
Yeah.
the chin beard, and the eyebrow. You can't really tell it's him. I mean,
there's a slap right there.
right.
What were you saying?
I was gonna say you can't really tell it's Jim Carrey. I mean, other than his eyes, I guess,
Mhm.
and his voice, kind of.
Yeah.
I mean,
And also his hairstyle changed like in different movies too.
right. He said he would have loved to do a sequel to this movie, but it just never happened because the studios waited way too long, and then the child actors got too old, and yeah, kind of a shame. But I kind of like that this is only one movie, even though it's not like completed,
Right.
and it has a happy ending, whereas the show has a very depressing. It's kind of hard to explain. Like the show ends on a sad note, but it's also happy. But this
Yeah.
movie ends on just a happy note.
Right.
They kind of like switched around the books because like this right here, this is the first book, but then it'll go to the second one, then the third, then it'll go back to the
Yeah.
first.
An interesting thing, I guess, an interesting thing is that the other franchises, like other movie franchises based on books, like you have Hunger Games, which had multiple movies, and it completed it the same way as the other books should,
Right.
and the same thing with Harry Potter
Right.
and
Percy. Nah, I was gonna say Percy Jackson, but no, because there's 2 movies and 5 books.
and also, oh my goodness, Twilight. Sorry,
Oh yeah,
But,
true.
I
Wait,
mean,
Twilight is 4 books.
I believe so, but there's like 5 movies. No, you have
I think 5 movies.
I believe 5 movies. I mean, I'll look back later. I mean,
I think Twilight actually came out near this movie's time, like 2005, 6.
the books, the Twilight books. It began in
Oh.
2005. The movies, the Twilight movies was from 2008 to 2012.
Oh, I mean,
But
okay.
but anyway, yeah, and Harry Potter movies ended in 2011.
Right.
But
Yeah, Harry
but-
Potter, I think that was from 2001 to 2012. Because they
Yeah.
went back to back to back for all those movies. That's what they should have done with this.
Yeah,
Series.
that's what I was gonna say. This is the only movie based on books and has multiple books, but this is the only film.
Right. I'm glad that this exists, though. Because
Yeah.
it's, like, I feel like it's overlooked. It's, like, underrated.
They these kind of look like like the silhouettes of the presidents, old presidents.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. I mean, just pointing something out there.
Yeah.
The way they're designed.
Right. It has an old-fashioned look. Oh, boy.
Oh,
He's
boy.
got guardianship now.
And he has a really big top hat.
Right. Oh boy, this is the train scene.
This is a really cool car, though.
I love the car. I love all the tech in this. It's like old fashioned, but also kind of new, but also not really.
Yeah.
It's like you can't really pin a time frame for this. It's like in the past, but not.
Yeah, everything looks kind of old. Doesn't tell you I think in the previous, like in the original commentary for this that Xander and I did last year, I don't we it doesn't tell you what time frame it was.
Same in the books, they don't tell you
Yeah.
the frame. It's just like an era.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a reference. If you can read that, it says Last Chance.
Last Chance, yeah, on the roof.
And it's apparently a reference to the 8th book, which I haven't read yet.
And somehow this old car has a key that that is remote controlled
Apparently.
for an old car. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little silly. I think this whole scene was not in the books. There was no such train attack. And I think in the show there's not a train scene either.
Yeah.
So this is unique to the movie.
Right.
I think.
Yep.
I could be wrong.
Maybe.
It's been a while since I watched the show, but
11:15 is circled. That
I guess that's now.
probably.
And the train is actually CG, but it looks so real.
It does kind of. I actually like that model.
The model, it's like super scary, but also kind of cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I want to give you some information on that train, because there's a specific fact about it. And it was based on a real train.
It's like it was a. It's like a 1930s looking train or something. Maybe.
I believe so. And a fun fact about the train, it's actually, this whole set was forced perspective, so it looks longer than it, like, hard to explain. The track is a real set, like, this is
Right.
all a real set, but the train was forced onto it,
Yeah.
if that makes sense. It's just interesting. Let's see. Industrial Light and Magic worked on the train, yeah, with the smoke as well.
Oh yeah. Or ILM for short.
Right. They did a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, which is part of
Lucasfilm?
Lucasfilm, yeah.
Right.
And Skywalker Sound's also part of Lucasfilm.
You're right. So it looks like the train resembles Pennsylvania T14444, which was built in 1942 by Baldwin Locomotive Works and used by the Pennsylvania Railroad.
Oh, nice.
And it was based on that train.
That is so cool.
It is very cool. One thing that I like about this is whenever Klaus gets an idea, you see the books opening.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's basically like remembering the book titles.
Right. This whole set is so cool. It has this like very dreamlike feel, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And they're working out how to get the switch to switch, or to switch the track.
And that was the elf model that we saw earlier. Well, although it was a bobblehead, so.
Yeah, that's a reference to the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. Although, why does Count Olaf have this doll in his car? That's
I don't know.
maybe he hates the show or something. This is a really clever invention. And then we see Olaf goofing around in the store.
He's like waiting for it to happen.
Right. I love his evil laugh when he's drinking the
Yeah, he's
when he's reading the newspaper.
yeah. So yeah, I like the mechanism with the switching the switches or points, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
Yeah, they're called points or switches, whatever you want to call them.
Because Violet's very smart.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the train. It looks so scary. I was scared of this scene as a kid. It's so creepy. It's like a diesel freight train.
Mm-hmm.
I love his evil laugh in this. It's so good.
It's like he.
Oh, here it comes.
Don't be too comfortable.
Nope, your plan is foiled, Olaf.
Yeah.
And then Mr. Poe comes up right at the right time.
That's actually kind of useful. Like if a car gets stuck on the railroad crossing, there maybe it's I guess that's best to have the points there.
True. And then Mr. Poe thinks it's Sonny driving the car.
Yeah, that is That's so wrong.
Mr. Poe is so dumb, but it kind of works. In the books, he's really dumb. Like, even more than this film. And then Count Olaf's like, "Can't we discuss this like reasonable men?" He tried to kill us.
Let's not exaggerate. Yeah.
And
I mean, although he's trying to, although he took the Count Olaf's privileges away, he's
Right.
still he keeps on getting fooled by this guy.
True.
Like in different disguises.
Right. Wait, Poe, you mean?
Like Poe getting like so dumbfounded or something
Right.
by Olaf's disguises.
Yeah.
Later on.
Well, that's the joke in this series.
Yeah.
Is like every adult is so stupid that they don't know it's Olaf, but
Yeah.
the kids do.
Yes.
And then now we're moving on to the reptile room, which
It's
is
like a swamp area.
yeah. In the books, this whole section is called Lousy Lane because it's like one of the most like depressing highways.
Yeah.
Near Uncle Monty's.
Yeah, it kind of looked the way the lake looked like from earlier, like a few seconds earlier. It kind of looked like the Everglades in Florida or something. I've seen pictures of it.
It might have been based on that. There's the snake-shaped hedges.
Oh no, it's I think it's him, and that's one of his disguises.
No, actually, you're wrong.
Oh,
No,
it's
Uncle Monty.
oh, come on, okay. Yeah, I'm just making. It's been a long time since I've seen this movie.
That's fair. It is an older one. But yeah, Billy Connolly here is actually Scottish, and he has a really cool accent for this. Sadly, he's not in the movie very much, but he's a great character.
Yeah. It's kind of it kind of gives you Harry Potter vibes, kind of, because of
Yeah.
the snakes around and
True.
and also his costume. I think his outfit, the yellow outfit. Well,
That's true.
although I don't think the guy in the yellow outfit in one of the Harry Potter movies is part of Slytherin though.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Lockhart.
Lockhart, yeah.
He's a teacher in the second movie,
Yeah.
Chamber of Secrets. He's such a phony.
Yeah.
Great movie, by the way.
Yeah, the reason why I say Slytherin is because that sounds like a reference to a snake or something.
I mean, he is a snake
Yeah.
expert.
Yeah.
And there's the reptile room set. It's like so cool. As a kid, I love this section because there's just so many great like snakes.
Yep.
They're pretty much all real. I mean, some of these are animatronic, but most are real.
Do you like snakes, man?
I'm like love and hate with
Yeah,
snakes.
because they're kind of scary.
Yeah. The bigger they are, the creepier. I think.
Whenever I see a snake, I just try to stay away from it.
Same. Yeah, because they're pretty creepy, but I don't know, they're cool.
Same thing with frogs, although they are kind of funny to look at in
True.
in YouTube videos where
Oh yeah.
it's like they're like screaming for no reason.
I know what you mean. And here's a famous scene from the book, the second book, where the incredibly deadly viper lunges and attacks.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like a jump scare, so Snicket will narrate in a minute. But yeah, it's a cool jump scare. It worked for me first time I saw it. Because it just like jumps out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But this snake... Ooh.
That's the jump scare.
Mhm.
It's like, what was that all about?
Trying to scare kids, right?
Yeah.
They want to scare kids. I mean, he warned us.
Yeah.
The attack of the incredibly deadly viper. And this is CG, but again, it looks so real.
Yeah. I wonder if they use animatronic as reference before they put it on CGI.
Hopefully.
I mean, I'm just making a guess here.
I'm not sure. This house is super cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
It's a nice set. I'm glad that there's not a ton of CG in this because it would just ruin it. It would just make it terrible.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's not many CGI stuff here.
Well, I mean, there are a lot of effects, but it's like they're not. There's not a. I don't know how to explain it. They're not overtaking it.
Yeah, I mean, there's like another movie which came out in 2006, I believe. How to Eat Fried Worms. They don't use very much CGI. They just use like practical effects, I believe, if I remember correctly.
That title reminds me of Goosebumps because there's a worm episode too.
Oh, there is.
I think it's Go Eat Worms.
Oh.
I just love the aesthetic. I think that's my favorite part of this movie is the whole vibe, like the whole feel. It's like super
cake.
Different. And I think that's coconut cake because in the book he makes a coconut cake right when they arrive.
Oh.
Probably a reference. And I think this is a real song he's singing. Let me look up that song because it's a real song. He's from Scotland, this actor. Billy Connolly.
What other movies he's been in?
You know, I'm not sure on that part. Because I think that's the only one that I've seen that he's in. But let me see if I can find... Oh yeah, okay, so he plays an auto harp, and the song is Bonnie George Campbell from Scotland.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Yeah. And he mentions that his family was also killed by a fire. That's coincidence?
Very cool. Sounds like it.
I wish we got to see... At this point, it would be nice if the story would end and then they would just be with Uncle Monty, but of course that didn't happen.
Yep.
It's a nice scene though, like a lot of nice like conversations.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, even the narrator's making fun of it. He's like, "Oh, it's over. Go home." Except no, it's not.
It's not the end yet.
No. Not to weave happy endings. Yeah, that's a funny joke where all the books in the back of the book, he tells you to stop reading it and to not pick up the next one.
Yeah.
This is apparently a clock tower. Kind of a cool set.
It kind of does. It kind of looks like the inside of Big Ben or something.
Could be. Here's our
no.
old friend again.
There we go with Jim Carrey playing as
Stefano.
Yeah.
Apparently, this voice that he did for Stefano is based on like a National Geographic scientist from Canada.
Although, except he's Italian here.
Apparently. There's actually going to be a different version of Stefano. It's on the DVD where it was kind of a stereotype of Italian people.
Yeah, I was speaking of that. Oh yeah, Stefano, Count Old Stefano persona was originally going to have greasy hair and an over-the-top Italian accent.
Yeah, that would have been so much fun. But the director and Jim Carrey went back and created this character here, this version. So it's what we see. Mm-hmm. And apparently all this was pretty much ad-libbed. He's just making it up. Which works because Olaf is making this character up.
Yeah.
And Uncle Monty thinks in the book that Stefano's a spy from the Herpetological Society, but it turns out he's just Count Olaf. But of course, he doesn't know that.
Right.
And here's a funny joke with his actual assistant, Gustav. The humor in this is really good. Like, there's just a lot of little funny lines that people say.
Yeah.
And also, I forgot to mention, what do you think of the music of this film? Thomas Newman?
I want to say it's, although I have not seen this in a long time, I would say this is, I want to say the music is pretty good.
I haven't really heard a soundtrack like it, to be honest. Like, there's a lot of funny musical scenes, like in the play.
I mostly remember the end credits theme that's also heard in the DVD menu.
Oh, true. The end credits, by the way, if you should stick around and watch the end credits because they're so cool.
Yeah, like with the illustration stuff.
Yeah, so if you like the DVD menu, you should watch the credits.
Yeah.
Because it's similar. And the music is so good.
Yeah. Thomas Newman is he did I'm pretty sure he did a great job.
True.
He before this one he was composing the music for Finding Nemo, which came out in 2003.
True. Another great movie.
And he also, and of course the sequel Finding Dory in 2016. He composed the score for the movie 1917, which is a film based on World War One.
Right.
And
he did American Beauty, James Bond, Skyfall, Inspector, Wall-E.
Yes, Wall-E. That's another great film.
Shawshank Redemption, Lost Boys, Great Outdoors. Let's see.
I believe he also composed the score for Saving Mr. Banks.
True. I haven't seen that yet, but that's cool.
Yeah, basically a documentary of how Walt Disney got the how he got permission from P.L. Travers to create the Mary Poppins movie in the 60s.
Nice.
Imposter.
Did I say that? Darn neurotoxins. There's a really cool so on the DVD there's a I forgot the name of it, but it's like it's interactive Olaf. It's essentially his screen tests, like Jim Carrey's screen tests, but he's ad-libbing like so much dialogue as these characters, and it's so entertaining.
Yeah.
I'd recommend you watch that. It's only like 38 minutes or something like that, but it's just him talking in character as Olaf or Captain Sham or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's just him improvising and just making stuff up. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's just such a cool thing that they did. Actually, I want to mention the director, Brad Silberling. He did Casper.
Oh, I didn't know he did Casper. That movie came out in 1995.
Right. And he also did City of Angels and Land of the Lost.
Yeah. Apparently this DVD has two commentaries. Both of them have the director in it.
Yeah, so Brad Sibling, and then he does another one with Lemony
Snicket,
Snicket or
yes.
Daniel Handler.
Yeah.
So the actual author. And it's really funny commentary. You should.
It's kind of same thing happened with the Narnia 2005 movie.
Oh, I love that movie.
Yes, and the DVD of that one, it has two commentary tracks by Andrew Adamson. There's two of them. One is the director, and the other guys are like the Pevensey children. Whereas
that's dope.
Whereas the other one also with Adamson, you have the other two guys from the movie like film crew.
Oh, I've only seen The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I haven't seen. I might have seen clips from the other movies.
Prince Caspian, another one that he directed, but then the other movies afterwards, it was not under Disney. It was under another company.
So Disney owns Narnia, right?
The first two, maybe, I don't know, but
There's three movies?
there's more. I'm guessing there's like three or more live action adaptations.
I know Aragon also came out around this time, but that only has one movie, like similar to this. Like that's based on a book series.
Yeah, but yeah, but the whole point of it is that it's cool. It's kind of interesting that you have a DVD, you have a movie with two DVD commentaries, and both of them have the director talking.
Yeah. He's a really great, he has a funny sense of humor. If you look on the features, he got a lot of cool ideas, and
Yeah.
I think he's underrated. And there is the bad news again. And this is technically a family film, but
Yeah, I think whoever was just died there. Yeah.
yeah, Monty died because of freaking Olaf again.
Yeah.
Or, I'm sorry, Stefano.
Yeah.
And also, Cedric the Entertainer, we'll see him in a minute. He plays the police chief. He gets some good lines.
Oh, Cedric. I think I've seen him like in other movies too, I believe. He did voice work, I know that. He was on 2006 adaptation of there he is right there.
There he is. No snake dead guy.
In
You know what I'm thinking?
In 2006 he voiced like one of the farm animals in Charlotte's Web 2006.
I saw that one a long time ago. Oh, he was in Madagascar.
Oh, he was. I guess he was. Yeah.
Huh.
Who did he play? Who did he voice in that movie?
I'm not sure. It's been a while since I've seen that. He was in Ice Age.
Oh, Ice Age, another animated movie.
Dr. Dolittle 2.
Oh yeah, I've never seen that one, but I've
Same.
heard of it. I've seen snippets of the first one, but that's it.
He was in Planes 1 and 2.
Oh yeah, Planes, the Disney Planes.
It was alright. It's fine. Larry Crown. A Haunted House.
Is he mainly like a stand-up comedian?
Yeah. He
I
was
mean-
in the Steve Harvey Show.
Oh nice. So yeah, Cedric the Entertainer. Yeah, I was curious about that name because it sounds like a stand-up comedy guy.
He is, yeah. Just like Carrie. Oh. It's gone.
Ooh, the eye is not there. Oh yeah, he's using makeup.
Yep. He almost, honestly, he could have got away with this. He was so close to getting them out of the house, but then Sonny saves them.
Wow, Mr. Poe is really gullible.
Yeah, no kidding.
Like, bruh.
Yeah. He's like the most dumbest character, but it's funny. Damn it, this was such a good character.
Yeah. I like Klaus's expression. Well, Klaus's and Violet's expression when they see their little sister, like playing with the snake. They're like smiling.
Oh yeah,
kinda.
because the Dudley Viper isn't really dangerous. It's just a funny name.
Yeah.
And they're gone.
Oh, wow, that's quick.
Yeah. Oh, that's another reference to the Littlest Elf.
Oh.
The song playing.
Oh, the song, yeah.
And he still thinks Stefano is Italian. The Italian fiend.
Yeah.
And then we're getting taken to Aunt Josephine.
Yeah.
Who is played by Meryl Streep.
Oh, Meryl Streep. I think she's a great actress.
I agree.
I've only seen her. I remember seeing her at Into the Woods, which came out in late 2014.
I haven't seen that yet. But she's been in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, Into the Woods. Also, Johnny Depp was one of them.
Speaking of Johnny Depp, before Jim Carrey was cast, they wanted Johnny Depp for Count Olaf.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And then Tim Burton would have directed it.
Yes.
Which makes sense.
Yes.
But then Depp wasn't. I think he either wasn't interested or he wasn't able to do it.
Yeah.
And this house is super ridiculous. Like, look, it's like on the edge of a cliff, and there's so many like bars and like wood planks.
Yeah.
It's pretty much exactly like the book, because if you look at the book illustration, it's pretty close.
Right.
And this place is called not Damocles Dock. That's where they were, but it's Lake Lacrimose.
Yeah.
And it's infamous because it has a lot of scary creatures called leeches.
Oh, leeches. Oh. So, anyway, I think Meryl Streep, I'm trying to remember, was she also in Mary Poppins Returns?
Let's see. I'm not seeing it.
I'm trying to remember the characters from that movie. Because I thought I saw something that she was in it.
She was in The Giver, which was in 2014. Oh, you're right. Mary Poppins Returns. Yeah, she was in that.
I think she played Mary Poppins' cousin, or
maybe. Oh, she was in Little Women, the 2019.
Oh yes, I've seen that one. That one's really good.
I agree. I still need to finish it because I haven't finished.
I have not seen the '90s version of it.
Same. She was in Mamma Mia 1 and 2, The Devil Wears Prada, Death Becomes Her.
Yeah.
Sophie's Choice. I thought she was in Mean Girls. I could be wrong. I think I'm thinking of a different. No, I'm thinking of a different one. Fantastic Mr. Fox. That's cool. Yeah, she's just been in a lot of stuff. Let's leave it at that.
Now, once again, been a while since I've seen this movie, but was she adapting a British accent, or?
I can't really tell. It's a little bit. Maybe it's.
Because she is an American actress, but sometimes they would adapt into a different accent or something.
You know, maybe I think she has a slight accent. Maybe it's like an Atlantic accent. I can't. I don't know for sure. But I do know she was really funny because she's always like very nervous.
Yeah. Her hairstyle and her dress here kind of reminds me of the late Maggie Smith.
Oh yeah, true. She could have done this role too, I feel like.
Yeah, she kind of reminds me of Professor McGonagall.
Oh, true.
Pretty much.
Yeah, because of the glasses, I think.
The glasses, the hairstyle, well, mostly the hat actually, but.
Oh yeah.
But her outfit.
Right. Yeah, it's pretty similar. It's like London fashion.
Yeah.
And apparently Glenn Close was actually meant to be Aunt Josephine, but they went to Meryl Streep because she had a better audition, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, Glenn Close is a great actress. She...
True.
Or at least based on what I saw in 101 Dalmatians, the 1996 adaptation.
Yeah, there was 2 of those movies, weren't there?
There was 1961 and the animated version, the original animated adaptation, and then you have 1996, which was the Glenn Close movie, and then in 2021, I believe that it's the Cruella movie.
Yeah, I like the Cruella. I just think it was a little too long, I feel like. And here's the Wide Window, which is what this book is based on, or what it's the name of the book.
Yeah, I like how the windows open here.
It looks like an eye.
Yeah.
You notice that?
Yeah, it kind of does.
The freaking eye is everywhere.
Yeah, and it's freaky too.
Yeah. And she's telling them about Horde Harbor, Curdle Cave. Lake Lacrimose is like, no one wants to swim in it because there's all these leeches that'll eat your face off, apparently.
Yeah.
And leeches ate her husband.
Oh.
Apparently. Ike.
Oh yeah, Ike. I remember hearing the character's name Ike in this movie.
Because apparently when he was alive, she was much more of a, like, she was free-spirited, but then when he died, she got depressed and didn't move out of her house.
Yeah.
And Emily Browning, who plays Violet, is actually Australian.
Oh yeah, I've read something that she was using she adapted an American accent, but she's from Australia.
Yeah, you would never think she's Australian. And we get the first hints of the mystery, or the whole organization.
Yeah.
And apparently Meryl Streep became Aunt Josephine because her daughter was a huge fan of these books, and she wanted her mom to be in this movie.
Nice.
That's cool. Imagine having your mom as a crazy character like this.
Right.
I think she had a lot of fun. I saw some interviews, and she had a lot of fun with this role. Again, just like Uncle Monty, she doesn't last very long, sadly.
Right.
But she has a lot of great lines. Especially with oh, this is so good. This is a bad time.
Oh. Oh boy, that looks really dangerous right there.
Yeah. Apparently that realtor was Jane Lynch. That was like a cameo.
Jane, is that the actress's name or?
Yeah. And there's another cameo by Gilbert Gottfried, who plays the Affleck duck.
Oh yeah, that's true. Godfrey played the Affleck duck, and I always wondered if that was him. And oh, here we go again.
Here we are with Captain Sham.
But anyway, the guy who's most famous for playing Iago in the original Aladdin.
Right. Yeah, here's Carrie again.
It's like he's a sailor.
Right. Captain Sham.
Captain Sham.
And funny enough, if you don't know, the word sham is a word for fake.
Yep. Yeah. I figured sham means fake.
So he's Captain Fake.
Or scammer.
Right. I mean, that works for him. And his accent here is definitely different. It's more like an Irish Newfoundlander accent.
Newfoundland. That's probably Canada, but
I think so. I think it's mostly an Irish kind of pirate accent.
Yeah.
And you can see he's trying to seduce Aunt Josephine. It's kind of working.
Yeah, that is so wrong.
Right. I feel like he could have got away with the disguise if he shaved his eyebrow.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He should have. Yeah. Good thing Klaus caught that.
Right. In the books, it's actually really cool because every time they see him, he has these shiny eyes.
Yeah.
And that's how they know it's him. This is probably his funniest scene as Olaf because he's just making up random like sailor gibberish.
Yeah.
And then he makes up a story where his leg got chewed off by the leeches, and then she relates to that, and then they fall in love.
Yeah.
Again, I love the set here. It's so timeless. It has this really cool feel.
Yeah, everything looks old fashioned in this set. Or kind of, anyway.
And something you might not know is this whole movie was filmed on sound stages, but it looks so real. It looks like it's outside.
Right.
Oh no, they're falling in love.
Oh no, don't do it. But anyway, his disguise kind of at least his facial his facial hair and stuff. He kind of looks like Christopher Lloyd in a way.
Or he kind of also reminds me of Popeye. A little bit.
What was Christopher Lloyd considered for this movie?
I don't believe so. No. Although he probably would have done a great job.
That's so messed up here.
Yeah. In the books, it's kind of worse. Oh boy. Oh, there's the women again.
They look so gothic.
Right.
Like their eyes and stuff.
I mean, everything in this film is gothic.
Yeah, of course.
I find it funny. This is like the best Tim Burton movie, and he didn't even direct it.
Right. Does anyone know where you're? I missed it.
Oh.
I was reading the sign, but then the next cut was interrupted.
Oh, fair. This is probably one of the most exciting scenes because they figure out that she's not really dead,
Mm-hmm.
and then she's hiding in Curdle Cave. If you guys pay really close attention to these scenes, Aunt Josephine mentions all these things that scare her, and pretty much all the things that she's afraid of come true.
Oh, they.
Like the fridge comes, like, almost crushes them, and then the doorknob breaks, and
Right.
the window breaks, and the house falls apart.
Mhm.
And Klaus uses his detective skills
Yeah.
to figure out that the note is it's a secret message.
I like the handwriting.
Yeah, it's nice. Cursive.
Mm-hmm. Dowager.
I think it's their fancy word for widow. I think.
Like I've heard the word dowager before. Like in Anastasia, the movie Anastasia, which came out in '97.
Great movie.
Yeah, yeah, it is a great movie. The word dowager was used.
Oh, true. Speaking of Christopher Lloyd, he was in that
Yes,
as
yes.
Rasputin.
Rasputin, the villain of the story. Although in real life, I don't think Rasputin was. I don't know. It's really weird history about that.
Yeah, true.
There's some weird history about Rasputin not being bad, but in the movie it shows that he is for some reason. I don't know.
I mean, it's a different take.
Yeah. I mean, it's true that no one knows what happened to Anastasia herself, but yeah.
Right. I really like Violet's dress in these scenes. The light blue dress.
Yeah, the dress looks really nice. Looks beautiful.
And Emily Browning said that was her favorite costume that she got to wear.
Mm-hmm.
She said it was gorgeous. People complain, like book fans complain that Klaus doesn't have his glasses, but I mean, really, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, he wears glasses. Ooh, he wears glasses in the books, I believe.
Yeah, but in the movie, he doesn't really wear them that much.
Right.
Oh, there's more of the fire backstory.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they learned they learned what happened.
Right. That's like firefighting.
Yeah.
Although, because this is a movie, you can't like. Obviously, the show you learn a lot more.
Yeah.
But this was back then, so you couldn't show everything.
Yeah.
Whoa! Yeah, this whole action sequence is really cool because the whole house is falling apart and they have to like escape.
Right.
And the door, you see the door earlier? It's like flew out.
Yeah, it flew out. If it flew out, it almost hit the three kids.
Right, and then there's the fridge almost gonna hit them too. And the sound effects are really amazing.
Was it done by Skywalker Sound or?
I'm assuming so.
Okay, the fact that ILM was involved.
Probably. This is this is Hurricane Herman, I believe. This whole scene is that. And also, fun fact, they used real sounds for this scene. For what I mean is, they actually
Oh, the Affleck duck.
yeah, it's just there. But yeah, they used real hurricane sounds from I think the 2003 hurricane.
Oh wow! From the 2003 hurricane season.
Yeah, so they studied that and they used sounds for this scene.
What was the name of the hurricane in 2003?
Let's look it up. Hurricane 2003. Huh. So it looks like there's no name.
I know in 2000 during the 2003, I think it was 2000. I know in 2004 there was a Hurricane Charlie. I know that.
Maybe they used some footage from that because was this came out in December of that year.
Yeah, December 2004.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
kind of funny that they made this, like, released it during Christmas, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's not really a Christmas movie.
Right. It doesn't look cheery.
No, it's
at
pretty
all.
depressing.
Yeah.
In terms of my favorite movies, this is like number 3, so
Mhm.
it's very high on my list.
Yeah.
Just for a lot of reasons. It's like one of the more depressing movies on my list. But it's a family film, so it's not like
Right.
super dark.
Yeah. Now, like I said, I've seen this in 2005, not in theaters, but on DVD. But it was a rental.
Mm.
Now
Back when Blockbuster.
Yeah, I think it was Blockbuster at the time. That I remember my mom getting it from there and rented it, and
Nice.
that was like the only like 2 or 3 times I've seen it
Nice.
back then. But that was like a long time ago.
Right. Yeah, I can't believe this movie is like 20. Let's see exactly.
21 probably.
2004 to 2025. Yeah, 21.
Yep.
It's kind of crazy. It holds up remarkably well. Like, I mean, some of the CG, I mean, it's not perfect, but it works, I
Yep.
think.
Yes. It does work for the time.
Yeah. It has this, like, stage play look to it,
Mm.
I think. Oh, yeah, they're gonna go to the police, but they don't, of course, they wouldn't believe kids.
Right.
Which is kind of messed up, I mean,
Yeah, parents not believing kids is just wrong.
yeah. There's Sham again. Although he doesn't get another scene, he just gets the one scene that we saw earlier. And then they sail to the cave.
Yeah.
And Josephine's gonna be dead in a little while.
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of funny, the way they do it. Of course, since this is a kids... It's a kids movie, I mean... More of a family movie.
Right.
They can't really show them getting killed, but they die.
Yeah.
I feel like it's one of the darker movies that Nick has been a part of.
Mm.
I don't think they would do something like this today.
Yeah.
And here's Curdle Cave.
Right.
Cool set.
It is a cool set.
I feel like, in this point in the story, technically they could have, like, hid from Count Olaf in this cave, I feel like.
Yeah, they should. It would have been best if they hid in here.
Because then he couldn't find him, at least not for a while.
That's a interesting looking shape of the entrance.
I don't
Back
know
there.
what that's supposed to be.
Looks like a bear or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like a dog to me.
There she is.
Yeah.
So, I think Olaf like kidnapped her or something.
Yeah, because in the books it's implied that she got thrown out the window, and in the film too, but he just forced her to write that note, and I guess he took her to Curdle Cave.
Yeah.
She wants to live in the cave. It's funny, the only reason that they leave the cave is Klaus says that there'll be realtors, and she hates realtors.
Mm.
She's kind of a coward. Like, yeah, you'll see in a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah, she's really nervous.
Right. No. they go.
Looks really pretty.
It does.
It's
Yeah,
like
whoever did the backdrop or whatever, really cool.
It looks copperish or something.
Yeah. It has this dark tan look.
Yeah.
Oh no, the eye again.
Mm.
We learned a little bit more here about the organization.
I was gonna say the eye symbol, but
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
They're all part of the. I don't think we learned the VFD name in this movie, but that's what it is. That's the name of the organization that the parents were part of.
Yeah.
Their aunt and uncle. Count Olaf apparently was part of this too.
What does VFD stand for again?
It's Volunteer Fire Department.
Ah.
So they put out fires. It's not really clear in the film. They don't tell us that much.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And this is another plot point. She ate a banana before they left, and the leeches smell food if you eat it.
Mm-hmm.
And the leeches are about to show up.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there they are.
Leeches.
These are disgusting, evil little
Yes.
things. They're really realistic. Again, they're CG, but they look real.
Guess again, says Sonny.
Oh no.
Oh.
Shouldn't have ate before
Oh.
we left.
It's kind of like a Jaws feel to
Yeah,
it.
true. Ugh.
Or piranha.
Yeah, they're like killer piranhas. Pretty much.
Oh yeah, a piranha in 3D that, based on what I saw in the trailers, looks terrible.
It does. It looks pretty bad.
It's scary. This kind of reminds me of those trailers.
Oh, yeah.
And-
you know what
and-
this reminds me of?
What?
Is another one of my favorite movies, Journey to the Center of the Earth, from 2008,
probably?
8, you're right.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one, but
Because there's a similar scene where the piranhas attack.
yeah, I think there's an opening scene in Piranha 3D where this guy was on a boat and then he gets attacked by those. He gets attacked by the piranhas.
Right. Oh, no. Look who's back again.
Basically, and the piranhas got drunk because of that.
I love this speech. It's so good. It's like a villain speech. He makes another reference to the littlest elf. That's like 3 references. Or 4?
Yeah.
A happy ending. Is that what you had in mind?
Yeah.
Because I hardly think that anyone is going to believe a dead woman. Yeah, Josephine's kind of an ass.
Yeah.
Because she'll just sell the children to them, or to him. Well, she'll just give them up, and she just wants to live. She could have lived.
Yeah, the kids should have stayed with her.
Right, because Olaf almost let her live, but then she corrected his sentence, and, well, she died for it. I suppose I don't have to kill you. She loves grammar. It's like her favorite thing.
Oh, in real life or
Just in the film.
in the movie? Okay.
Because that's her big character trait, is, grammar.
Yeah.
Thank you for correcting my mistake.
Yeah.
I love his voice as Count Olaf. It's, very, braggy.
Right.
It's like a weird accent. American accent, but it's like a deep voice. Maybe a Canadian accent? I don't know. Oh, bye, Aunt Josephine.
Oh no.
We had fun.
Well, you get the picture. Yeah.
Dead. That's 2 relatives dead.
Mm-hmm.
I love his line. Well, We've done all we can do.
Come on, dude. You're so proud of yourself for it.
Right. Oh no, Mr. Pro again. And this is funny. He tries to make it look like he rescued them. Back to the depths, you fingering devils. You will not harm another. Devour this boy's head today. I love Cedric. He's like, Count Olaf, what are you doing here, man? Mm-hmm. Well, when I heard the children were in danger, I had to. He's just plain. He's just such a douchebag, but it's so much fun.
Yeah.
He's like one of my favorite villains just because he's so funny. And he's also really creepy, but I feel like that's what a villain should be. I really wish this movie got sequels. I even back when I first saw it, I really wish that there was more.
Yeah. At least Netflix did a series of this, but
true.
Yeah. I haven't seen it again.
It's a good show. Great show. I just feel like I just prefer the style of this movie. I don't know. But it's up to you. Neil Patrick Harris is a great Count Olaf.
Oh, in the Netflix series.
Mm-hmm. He gets more to do. Like, he just is technically a better performance because he just does a lot more.
Right.
And he's a lot funnier. But I just prefer Jim Carrey in general.
Count Olaf, these scenes are going too fast for me to read.
The Marvelous Marriage.
The Marvelous Marriage. I think the letter M was like drawn on something.
Yeah. Oh, there's Dustin Hoffman.
Yeah.
Why is he there? Like, how did he even get on this set? I don't. It's funny. Have you ever seen what's that movie? Let me look it up. Dustin Hoffman. It's a really good family movie. I remember it. I don't think Disney did it, but okay, let me look. Hold on. Give me one. Okay, Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium. Have you seen that?
I don't think I've heard of it.
Oh, it's a great movie. It's another family film.
Nice.
And he was a great in that. He's been in a lot of stuff. Kung Fu Panda, 1, 2, 3, 4. Meet the Fockers, which is a comedy.
Yeah. And by the way, it's spelled Fockers.
Right.
Or
not the actual.
Not the actual thing, but
he's been in Hook too.
Oh.
Oh, nice. He was Captain Hook, right?
I've seen Hook not too many times, but
I think he was.
Yeah.
He's been in so many movies. Dick Tracy, The Tale of Despero, Finding Neverland.
Yeah.
Yeah, just some examples. He doesn't have very many lines in this movie. It's like 1 or 2, but they're funny. But yeah, this whole section is actually taken from the first book.
Right.
So it's the finale of that book, The Bad Beginning, but it works as the ending of this movie, I feel like. So this is Count Olaf's final plan. He wants Violet to marry him so that he'll have the money.
Right.
In this world, marriage laws are really, bad. They're not great.
Yeah.
So if she signs the certificate, that means they're married, and so he can have the fortune.
Yeah. That's a very long antenna.
Right. It fits. It's silly. He goes back to being goofy, but it's just so much fun. Jim Carrey is just one of the greatest actors, I feel like.
Yeah.
He just done so much great work. To me.
Right.
Right. He's just definitely one of my favorite actors. He really wants that fortune. It's not really clear what he wants the fortune for. Like, maybe he's poor.
Or maybe he's greedy.
That's for sure. He's definitely greedy. There's actually some deleted scenes on the DVD where it shows more play scenes. They're really, really funny.
Yeah.
And there's actually an alternate ending that they shot where Olaf was gonna escape. He actually had his henchmen hold him up from a rope, but he like flew away from the house. And that was supposed to be like a sequel hook.
Right.
But unfortunately, they didn't do another one. I still can't believe this is a Nickelodeon movie. Like this, it just doesn't. I can't believe they did this. It just it's too dark for them. I feel like.
Right. Did these? It's like, I feel like this is like the only time we see those guys in Nickelodeon stuff. Like we see them in this movie. Where did the actors themselves work for Nickelodeon and other shows?
I don't think so. I don't remember seeing them in any other show. I mean, I've seen a lot of the Nickelodeon shows, but I don't remember anyone from this movie.
Well, those women looked so nervous.
Yeah, true. This is a great like final act. Just a great finale.
Yeah, and the women also, they kind of remind me of Aunt Spiker and Aunt Sponge from James and the Giant Peach.
True, but
kinda.
they're not terrible people.
Yeah.
Well, they are, but not as bad as them.
Yeah.
Yeah, this movie sort of reminds me of James and the Giant Peach a little bit with the aesthetic.
Right.
Oh yeah, Dustin Hoffman has a great line in a little bit where the helicopter comes down and he says, "I didn't know they had this kind of budget."
Oh.
And it's like super silly.
That must be a burnt umbrella or something.
Maybe. I mean, everything in his house looks pretty trash.
Yeah. It's all trashy.
Yeah. He might be poor. I'm imagining Count Olaf is pretty poor because his house looks like garbage.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why he wants the money. I don't know.
I wonder if that's a real RC like RC controlled plane.
I think so. It probably is. And I forgot his name in this. I forgot his name was Count Marry My Bride.
Oh.
It's so dumb.
Oh, for a second I thought that would kind of looked like Johnny Depp or Orlando Bloom kind of.
True.
Or maybe, or even John Wick. No, not John Wick. Keanu.
Oh yeah, Keanu. I feel like Keanu could be a good villain.
Yeah.
Oh. I actually want to watch. I would love to have been on the set and watch this play. It's so bad, but it's so good. There is Craig Ferguson.
Yeah.
I think he had his own talk show around this time. I think it was 2005, maybe.
What does he talk about?
That I don't know, because I haven't seen the show.
Huh.
I just know that he's a big comedian.
Oh yeah, stand-up comedy, I'm guessing.
I believe so. And Klaus is the hero in this case. Oh my gosh. Look how high that is.
Yeah.
This plot is pretty cringy. Like, Count Olaf is probably like in his 50s.
Yeah.
And Violet's like,
14?
what, 14?
14 or older, yeah.
He just wants the money. That's the only thing. Like, but why does he want the money? Like, he doesn't tell us why. Even in the books, he doesn't really say why he wants the money. And apparently Count Olaf in this movie is like, he was their cousin 4 times removed.
Oh.
Apparently.
He's up to something. He knows what's going on.
Yeah. You're Sonny.
That expression.
He's so good. He's so good at just his face and just making faces. I think you would really like the show. There's a lot of comedy. It's pretty similar to this movie. It's just there's a lot of episodes. I think there's like 26, which doesn't sound like that much. But if you binge it, it's a lot.
Yeah. How many seasons does it have?
I think it's 3 seasons. So there's like so there's 2 episodes for each book, pretty much.
Yeah. Like, I don't have Netflix, but
I think we have it. We could probably watch the first 2 at some point.
Yeah.
2 episodes, see what you think. There's the eye again.
Trying to solve how to. He's trying to solve something.
Yeah. Who burned their fire? Or their fire. Who burned their house?
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. It's Count Olaf. At least in the movie, it was him that burned the mansion. Actually, I think it was him who burned down all the people's houses.
Yeah.
Which is really, like, crappy of a thing to do. Like, terrible, but that's fair. Oh, that's a magnifying glass. She's stalling.
Come on.
There's a little action scene coming up. Oh.
That's pretty cool handwriting, though.
Yeah, that is nice. I wonder if Emily Browning actually... She probably did sign that.
Yeah, I was wondering if the actors... If sometimes, like, close-ups of their handwriting is probably... I thought maybe it's from the actors themselves, or someone else was doing it for them.
Could have been the director. I don't know.
Like in Titanic, the drawing was done by James Cameron himself. It wasn't actually Leonardo DiCaprio doing that drawing.
Right. Yeah, I didn't know he was a talented artist.
Yeah.
Here's the hook hand, dude. Oh. Oh boy.
Oh. Hello.
And this is where Count Olaf reveals his plan. And then everyone finally believes him. Or they finally believe Violet.
Yeah. So Olaf has been exposed.
Yep.
Run!
Well, yeah, it turns out Justice Strauss is an actual justice.
Yeah.
She made it legal.
Mm-hmm.
But Klaus has a plan. You unspeakable cat!
Arrest him!
For what? For beating the greedy monster. I'm the monster? You're the monster. This is a really scary moment, I feel like, for him. Because Olaf tells him the kids were trying to tell the truth and they didn't believe him.
Right.
No one ever listens to children. It's kind of interesting. Like, he kind of breaks character a little bit.
Yep.
I have the fortune now, and there's nothing you can do about it. Well, we'll see about that.
Uh-huh.
Your own fire used against you.
It's like, I got ya.
Yeah. You're exposed. I love her line when she's like, "Oh, marriage is no picnic. And by the way, you're a terrible actor."
Yep.
I mean, true.
And in the real world, he's a great actor.
Of course. And Count Olaf gets arrested.
Yeah. that lady's expression right there.
She's so good. Guilty.
Yay.
Count Olaf was captured. Whoa.
Mm-hmm. It's like they're strangling him.
Yeah. Well, look. Wait. Okay, I'm confused. Like, how did he get up?
Up there?
Yeah, because that was at Josephine's house.
Oh.
People complain about this moment being super silly.
Yeah.
It works. Come on, it's Jim Carrey.
Oh, he's eaten by the piranhas, even though they're not.
Oh, yeah. How did he survive getting hit by a train?
Yeah.
And it's mentioned that Count Olaf escaped because his theater troupe overturned his sentence.
Right.
So the villain survives, which I like, because they could have killed him off. I'm glad they didn't. Oh yeah, he vanished. I love the way Jude Law narrates throughout this. It's really cool. It has this old-fashioned feel.
Yep.
I really like Patrick Warburton in the show, but I like that in this movie, Lemony Snicket is like a shadowy figure.
Right.
Like, you don't really see him that much. That terrible man. Yeah, we're near the end of this movie. I think it has a good pace to it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think it has a good pace.
I mean, technically, you could say it's rushed if you've seen the show. But, I mean, this is a movie that you can't really, do everything.
It looks like it's... Can't even tell if that's just dust or snow or feathers.
Maybe all of it?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, there's their house.
It looks all nice and clean.
Yeah. It's a beautiful looking house.
Oh yeah, it's the same house, isn't it? Like, did they restore it?
Well, not quite. It's just how they remembered it.
Yeah.
I wonder if they rebuilt, like in universe. I wonder if they rebuilt the house or if they just left it like that.
Yeah.
And apparently they. You know what? I should look up. It's specific, fact. Because this mansion apparently is set in Massachusetts.
I used to live in Massachusetts.
Nice. Apparently this mansion is in Boston.
Oh, I've been to Boston.
Nice. So it's at 28 Prospero Place, Boston, Massachusetts, in the film universe. Yeah. So technically,
right,
you could go there.
And there's the address right there.
Nice. This is a very nice ending. It has a lot of good emotion. Like the kids really act well in this scene. I think the parents knew they were gonna somehow die, so they wrote a long letter and they sent it, but it didn't come until that day after they died.
Yeah.
Because I think they were like, not spies, but they were like agents for the organization, so they kind of left a lot when the kids were young.
Yeah.
Again, I just love the way this feels. It's so nice. It just has this great aesthetic. This has been a favorite movie of mine for a very long time. Like, probably ever since I watched it. Like, I watched it a lot as a kid. I just fell in love with it. I don't know. I love it probably more now. Just because I know a lot more about it. Again, how did Nickelodeon make this? How did DreamWorks like agree to this? Like,
And how did Paramount how did, well, Nickelodeon's part of Paramount, but I know that, but I don't know how Nickelodeon got involved with it.
I have no idea, but thank you to all three of them.
Yeah. Yeah, Paramount, Nickelodeon, DreamWorks.
Kind of cool that they came together.
Yeah.
I think this is one of the only Nickelodeon movies that's not animated, or I guess it's one of the few that's been like a theater movie.
Yeah. I mean, there are other Nickelodeon live action films too. Like back in the '90s, there was Good Burger, which had Keenan and Kel,
Right.
which they were on a show at first. They were on a show called All That first.
That's true.
I think, yeah. That is a cool like what's it called again?
Spyglass.
Spyglass, yeah.
Telescope. I guess?
Telescope, yeah.
There's Jude Law. Again, I like that he's in shadow.
Yeah,
We
I'm guessing because they don't want like to spoil anything. I'm guessing.
Right. I mean, if you look closely, you can see him.
Yeah. Yep. They're like right there, for
Yeah.
instance.
But he's more like he's not in your face.
Right.
I wonder if this is in London. Like, well, I wonder if he's in London.
Yeah. Maybe.
I mean, it seems
I like the gears turning.
it's cool. Again, all these sets, all these like props and stuff are so cool. I wonder if someone has some of these props.
Yeah.
And we're nearing the end, sadly.
Yeah. Now I'm kind of wishing. Yeah, I kind of do wish now there were sequels to this.
Yeah. Again, just didn't happen. I'm glad at least we have this movie, okay? Let's
Right.
just be happy.
Yeah, that's true.
Again, the Netflix show too. I like it a lot. I'm not counting it out. This is a very happy ending.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a good ending right there.
We don't like know where they go from here, so
Yeah, I like the curtain effect.
again, it feels like a stage show.
Yeah. But normally the curtain will come like closing down from top to bottom, but this one it went straight up.
Right. And there's the eye again.
There's the eye again, and there's the illustration animations. That is
so
really cool, like book style.
It's very beautiful. Who worked on these credits? Like, who did this? I want to know who drew this.
Do you think maybe Lemony himself made it? Because we're seeing like.
Well, here's the thing. So, Lemony Snicket, he kind of was involved with this movie, but his script wasn't used, so he wasn't a huge part of it. But he did. He definitely likes the movie.
Yeah.
But I think he prefers the show because he worked on the show.
Yeah, they kind of look like pop-ups. The way
Yeah.
those fans move.
It's very artsy,
Yeah,
artistic.
artistic. Yeah.
Yeah, Barry Sonnenfeld. He did the first two Addams Family movies. He also did the Men in Black trilogy.
Oh,
So
nice.
Yeah,
I've heard that. I've seen that name and heard that name somewhere.
he's a good director.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so. You know what this reminds me of is Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, the
Mhm.
the '90s book series. Those drawings.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that too, which is good. That's one of my favorite.
Right.
Oh, Count. It's so creepy.
Yeah, the different shapes of him.
He's like everywhere.
He's everywhere.
And again, I have to mention the menu, the DVD menu.
The DVD menu has this art style too.
Yeah. I want to know who worked on this film. Like, just the art of it. It's so cool.
Yeah.
And I can't believe this is a kids film.
Yeah, quote unquote kids film.
Or a
Yeah.
family movie. Like, this is a dark family movie.
It's like, and also when you in the DVD menu, like, not only I mean, the menu has the same theme music playing, but it's different variations of
That's
it.
true. Yeah, because there's an I button. If you press it, it'll take you to a different menu, and the
Yeah,
music changes.
yeah,
Again, the music. Thomas Newman, sir, fantastic job.
yep. And yeah, Thomas Newman. I believe he's cousins with Randy Newman.
I think you're right. I know they're related.
Yeah,
Whoa, Burton-y.
and I believe there's also someone with the Newman name. I think it was David Newman.
Probably.
I don't know if they're related, but David Newman, I believe he composed the score for Anastasia, I think, and also he did the composed the logo music for the 1990s to present 20th Century Fox logo.
You are correct. David Newman did work on Anastasia.
Yeah.
That movie's so amazing.
Yeah. Okay, can you look up to see if he's related to Randy and Thomas?
Let's see. David Newman. Randy Newman? So it says his siblings are it's Thomas, Maria, Tim Newman.
Thomas Newman. Okay, so I'm guessing Thomas Newman is the brother of David Newman.
Right.
And I think they're cousins with Randy.
I think you're right.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'll look it up later, but yeah.
Jude Law.
Jude Law, there he is, right there. The voice of Lemony Snicket.
Yeah. Oh, I just love this so much. I would have loved to have watched this in theaters. I don't think I did. I think my parents did. But I didn't see it in theaters. And they bought it on DVD, and that's how I watched it. We used to have the case for it. Sadly, we don't have it anymore.
Yeah.
But we used to have a big black, like, cabinet, and we had a bunch of the DVDs in there with the cases.
Right. Yeah, it's like I remember a long time ago I used to have the cases, but now since I have a binder full of stuff, I don't use the cases anymore. I mean, I still kind of, like nowadays I still have the cases, even though they're empty. They're in the big binders, but eventually I'll like recycle those
Fair
empty
enough.
cases.
I think if I get a chance, I'm going to try to find this on DVD. Like the case, I mean. Because this is one of my favorites, so I feel like I have to.
Or you can find out online what it looks like and.
True. I'd prefer to have it like physically. I think
Physically, yeah.
I would rather have all my favorite movies on like DVD with the cases. I think that'd be cool. Because a lot of people have been doing that recently with physical movies and stuff, like music and things.
Right.
They've been just buying them because they're cheap.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get the soundtrack too. I think I might order that.
Yeah.
Online. It's only like $5.
Oh yeah. Oh, $5. That's $5. That's amazing.
It's pretty good price.
I mean, it's an old movie after all, so.
True.
Yeah.
Kind of shocked it's that cheap. But...
I'm going to assume it's the label is Verice Saraband or something. It'll show up probably, but in the credits. But
what do you mean exactly?
the I don't know if it's released by RCA Records or Capitol Records or whatever.
Yeah, no. I think you're right. I think the Netflix show does have a soundtrack, but it's not like I don't think you can buy it. I don't think it's on a CD. I don't think. Soundtrack. Yeah, so let's see. Sony Classical.
Okay, so Sony Classical. Okay, that's a Sony label.
But that doesn't make sense because Sony didn't make this. Like, they didn't work with these companies.
Yeah, it was made. Well, I think. Well, Paramount. I think. Well, CBS is part of Paramount is part of CBS, and so.
Well, do you think Sony just did the soundtrack?
It probably did. Probably Sony did the soundtrack.
Oh, okay.
Because I think Paramount. at least back in the old days, it was the soundtracks for Paramount were released by Columbia Records, and Columbia Records is Sony label.
Right. Oh, more animation. So cool. I think this is really cool because this might be like a reference to the books, like these little skits that you're seeing on screen.
Yeah, I like the animation gags throughout these credits.
It's cool. Again, the music is so fire.
Yeah. Richard King was the sound designer.
Hmm.
Okay, I always thought maybe Gary Rydstrom was involved because
At some point.
because ILM was involved, and I'm assuming that Skywalker was involved, and Gary Rydstrom used to work with Skywalker sound.
Nice. Yeah, the music is fantastic.
Yeah.
Do you like the Littlest Elf song?
It's
silly.
I don't know. It's all right. I guess.
Do you like how it?
I like the animation of it.
It's cool. It's almost like 1930s.
Maybe 50s, 60s, 70s.
Could be. I can't give this any bigger score than a 10. Okay, some of it's kind of nostalgia, but I can't help it.
I want to say 8 or 9.
That's fair. It's very well done for what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, the little tricycle. Or unicycle, whatever it's called. Industrial Light and Magic, a Lucasfilm company. Yeah, that's involved.
Yeah. There's actually an Easter egg with this DVD. If you don't listen to us, if you listen to the normal one, the credits, there's a song that Captain Cham sings. It's pretty short, but it's just a little Easter egg if you hear.
Yeah.
Carrie sings it in his like silly accent. That's when a flounder downer. Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot what he says. It's like super silly.
I don't think the subtitles will show, but
No.
But-
It's just the score, I think.
yeah.
Oh. Balloon.
The parachute.
Oh, parachute, yeah.
He's still chasing them.
He still is.
They did a great job with the visual effects based on the credits we're seeing here.
Yeah. Again, I want to know who made these credits. Like, they deserve a round of applause. Whoever did this.
Oh, there's like models and miniature stuff.
Yeah, like...
Oh, there it is. There's
Here's the song. He dragged himself a wife. I was wishing he was fishing, but he's on the hook for life.
Yep.
He drowned her on the water. And then a flounder downed her. That's why they never found her.
That's silly.
Oh, this is the Littlest Elf song. Again, it's kind of cool. Like, we started with the Littlest Elf, now we're ending with it.
Yep. It's like the full version of it, sounds like.
I think it is. I think it's like a minute and 20 seconds or something. Lovely spring.
Oh, that's beautiful right there.
Gorgeous artwork.
Oh yeah, now we're to a normal like black like background screen.
Right. Fantastic film. I reviewed it once. I think I'll do it again. I need to talk more about it. Which we did here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like top 5 movies for me. I know it's weird, but it's just, I love it so much.
Yeah, it's a really good movie here.
It's like, do you think it's underrated?
I guess so, but I hope you guys enjoyed this re-recording of our commentary. Hopefully it's loud enough for you guys this time.
Let's hope so. It was great fun.
Yeah. So anyway, this is DJ92.
Xanderland.
And I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you in the next one.
Have a great day.
Have a great day.